What's up, guys? It's your boy Yaron, and you're watching the Yaron Show, episode 6. So today I'm with
Joshua Namigohar,
AKA.
Joshua_Namigohar on Instagram.
Today we're going to be talking about how the New York Knicks are rebuilding a little bit, and then also how they're going to the playoffs, and then just the NBA playoffs itself. So, But Josh, what do you think about the Knicks and how they have David Fizdale, and what do you think should be next?
They should sign players like LeBron James and Kemba Walker and people like that.
Yeah. And do you think we're going to make it to the playoffs and
hopefully
just rebuild it? Get those good players, like not LeBron James. Make sure to check out my YouTube video of how I think that LeBron James shouldn't come to New York. I think that's episode 4. I'll leave a link down below. Make sure to check it out. And but what do you think about the players and how rebuilding a little bit? So
they need to do a lot of training and a lot of exercising.
Yeah.
And eat healthier.
I mean, every coach does that, but what in particular do you think do we need to reach for our high potential, like in draft picks?
Getting Trae Young and Otto Porter Jr.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Michael Porter Jr. and Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
From Villanova.
I mean, they're really good players, but I don't think that possibly we might get them. I mean, if we would be the 5th pick in the lottery
the
draft.
Knicks has a meeting with Trae Young tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting on Knicks Nation. I mean, really, I'm gonna be really shocked. What else? What else do you have to say about the Knicks? What do you think about these 4 years struggling watching the Knicks, seeing them lose, and me and you hanging out, you coming here and checking out the Knicks games and me coming to your house? What do you think about those 4 years and how the Knicks just completely lost track of the road?
Like Sean said, always the Knicks sucked.
Yeah, I don't think Sean is a real Knicks fan. But what do you think? How did you feel when the Knicks sucked and every time we would lose a game, it was because of Phil?
By it, and I got angry.
Yeah, of course, me too. I was really angry. I knew that we lost every single game when we had Derek Fisher, when we had
Jeff Hornacek,
Kurt Rambis, and now this is our 11th head coach. I mean, really, this is a big record. It's a really big deal for us, and
who's the Knicks assistant coach now?
We're trying to figure that out. I hope it's going to be Mike Woodson, But let us know what you think in the comments down below, and but also take us deep of when I wasn't watching the Knicks game with you. What were you thinking when you were watching the games back when Derek Fisher was head coach and back when Kurt Rambis was head coach and
Kurt Rambis wasn't ever a head coach. He was the assistant.
Yeah, he was just an intern head coach. But what do you think about it?
They always lose a game and they weren't even playing their hardest.
Did you think they would lose that game easily?
No, because they were winning first half and first half into the third quarter.
And it was so weird, guys, because you see, the Knicks would always win from the first till the third quarter. The next thing you know, we'll blow it up at the fourth quarter, losing to a team that either has a low record than us, or just a high record, and basically we would just be stubborn with not firing Phil Jackson. He won championships, but he is
not with the Knicks.
Yeah, he is.
He fucked up the Knicks.
Exactly. He effed us up so bad that the only time he was good was when he was coaching Kobe Bryant, the legend. When he was coaching another legend,
Michael Jordan.
and that's it. And then he comes out in the shadows, and then he's like, "Look at me, I'm Phil Jackson. No, I'm a GM at Memphis. Grab me, I want money. Next thing you know, James Dolan is looking at him, and he's like, "Okay, you're hired." That's why I got sick of James Dolan when he wrote that song about himself and owning a basketball team. I didn't have trust in him when he hired Phil Jackson. Like, when we hired Phil Jackson, I thought we were going to win the championship. Didn't you feel the same way?
Yeah.
But we got poisoned. This guy and me, we got poisoned. We got poisoned real hard. It wasn't fun. I felt like my life was done. It was over, you know? But, luckily last year we fired Phil Jackson and we got in Scott Perry, who has some good experience with some championship teams.
We even had Scott Perry with Phil Jackson. We had Scott Perry even though we had Phil Jackson.
Yeah, but we fired Phil Jackson. Well, James Dolan fired Phil Jackson, and we hired Scott Perry.
No, he had him even when Phil Jackson.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when we fired him, and then we actually thanked, the owner for hiring someone smarter than a douchebag like Phil Jackson himself. So, and thank you, James Dolan, for actually hiring someone who has some championship experience, even though Phil Jackson won several championships with two teams that had two legends. Thank you. But this time, we need Scott Perry, because he has some good championship knowledge. Lots. So,
and hopefully David Fizdale will lead us to playoffs. And hopefully sign LeBron James.
Well, let's not get carried away there, but, yeah. But let's get going for a couple of minutes of what I think and my good old friend Josh thinks about today's NBA playoffs. So who do you think like today is going to win the NBA Eastern Conference and then go to the finals?
Hopefully Boston Celtics.
And then the West.
Golden State.
Okay.
So hopefully LeBron James will come to Knicks if Boston sweeps him.
So you're basically telling me that if it was 2011, like, you're telling me that you would want him to go out with his head down the same way that he did in 2010, going to the locker room in the TD Garden and then just taking off his jersey and coming in next year with a new jersey.
Yeah, with the Knicks jersey. Playing for the Knicks.
Okay. I mean, what I think is that...
That's the only way... I read on something that the only way the Knicks can get LeBron is if Boston sweeps them 4-0.
Okay. Yeah, what I think is that Boston is going to make it to the finals. But if it's not Boston and Cleveland actually makes it, then I think it's going to be Cleveland and the Warriors. But if not, and they just lose all of a sudden 3-1, and then, big mess, don't care about the record or what the series is tied up to, I think it's going to be Boston versus Houston Rockets, or Cleveland versus Golden State.
Or Golden State versus Boston.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for checking out today's show. Again, make sure to check Josh at
Joshua_Namagoha.
And yeah, I'll see you guys later. So make sure to subscribe and comment and share.